Hello and welcome or welcome back to Siren Sews. It is Thursday, November 6th, and I have been not as busy well, I've been busy this week. I didn't get I think I had a plan and the plan didn't happen because I had a special request for the person who I have my stuff, the store that I have my stuff at. And so I'll let her show you that first. She wanted it by tomorrow, so I was like, all right, I'll go get that. I was gonna use fleece that I have. Sorry, the lighting is horrible today. Um, I was gonna use fleece that I had, but I only had, it was like a thin fleece, and it was like one of those $5 blankets from Walmart from like 5 years ago. Really thin fleece, and but that was the only thing I had that was not cat themed, and this is for sugar gliders. So she wanted me to make some snuggle sacks, critter cuddlers that hang on the cages, so that her at the I want to call it a store. It's a store, but there's also it's an education station kind of thing. They do all sorts of things for local kids. Anyway, they have a bunch of animals. They have sugar gliders and turtles and just some other random. I can't remember what all they have, but I know they have sugar gliders. And so she wanted two of those. So I ended up going to Walmart and found some different fleece that was a little thicker and space themed, which is more aligned with their theme. At least their sign has like planets and whatnot. So I made a small little critter cuddler, and it's got these tabs on it, so that she can clip them to the cage, and then they can just go in here and snuggle. Their sugar gliders aren't very big, so this should be big enough. She said they could be smaller than whatever the picture she said, so I made. I do unfortunately believe though that this is technically inside out. It's a little paler than the other one, but I don't think that the sugar gliders are going to care. And so then I made a larger one. As you can see, this is a lot more vibrant, which is why I think that this one ended up inside out. But it was too late. And so, yeah. So this one is a little bigger. So, they can have a couple can cuddle in here all at the same time. And then again, the tabs so that they can hang them from the cages. And so I made those. Those didn't take me very long at all. So that was good. And then I wanted to finish the cat fabric that I had, the cat fabric scraps that I had from the book sleeves that I made last week with the cat fabric. I wanted to use that cat fabric and make more cat toys. So I did. That was my goal of finishing this week, and thankfully that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. So I have a bunch of cat kickers. I have two of these and one of these. And I used just whatever I had left for scraps. And I have two of these. And then I threw in a random cookie one. I don't know why that was in there, but. And then I also made little pouncers. Now I will admit I stole this idea from someone else, the shape or whatever. But she sells online and locally in like Carolina. I don't remember if it's North or South Carolina. And I'm just selling locally. So I feel like I'm not necessarily stealing from her. I don't know where she got this, but I like this. I like this. So it has on one side, it's like this. And on the other side, it's like this. And it doesn't seem as prominent for the long ones, for the kickers. But for the pouncers, it does. So it just kind of gives it more of a shape rather than the flat shape. So I like that. Again, I'm not selling these online, so I don't feel like I'm in competition with her. But I also put bells in there, you can see, which Clario's looking at me right now. She's sitting a little over there on the couch. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the lava kitties. Random string here. 5 with the lava kitties. Lava lamp kitties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the colorful kitties. Oops, and another random string. And 3 with the gray and pink cats. And then one with these. I had another one, but I forgot to do this other shape, so I still put the bell in it, and then I threw it for my other cat to play with. So these all have bells in them. None of them have catnip in them because not all cats like catnip. Not all cats can tolerate catnip. So I tell people when they ask if there's catnip in it, I say, no, there's not catnip in it because of that. I said, but if you rub catnip on it, it'll have the same effect. And that way they can pick and people can pick instead of, I would rather not put catnip on it and have someone, because it's easier that way. It's like you can put catnip on it, you just don't have catnip in it. But if you have catnip in it, then they don't have the choice to take it out. So that's why I do it that way. Let's see. That is all I sewed. I had another request from my coworker. She asked if I did foxes, and I said I have done one. It didn't turn out as nice as I had liked it, so I told her that I would find something better. I do want to make more foxes, etc., etc. And I found a couple that look pretty decent, and we'll see what I do with them, if I have to buy them or not. But I haven't made anything. I picked out the yarn, but I was like, well, I probably should wait. I need to make sure I'm all ready for the craft fair on Saturday. Is upcoming, so super excited about that. So I reminded myself that there's other things I need today. So there was no actual crafting today in particular. I had always had, like, not always, but this recently they have the little signs, the chalkboard signs at Dollar Tree. I had a couple of those, and I ended up getting a couple more, and I wanted to change my signs. I wanted to make it more bigger instead of just the little clip-on ones, which are helpful and cute, but a lot of people don't quite see them. And I still might use them, but I also want these slightly bigger ones. I tried getting like a clear thing, but I got the wrong size. It ended up being like 8 by 10, but most papers are like 8 by 11 and a half, or 8.5 by 11 and a half. So I did print some, and then I cut them, but then I cut them too small, and so we're just gonna hold off on that. They were only like $2 or $3, so I'm not giving up on that yet. That was put on hold. So I just got a couple more of the ones, and then I painted the other side with them with chalkboard paint. And some of them you can tell that I painted them with, but I'm doing my best here, okay? I figured that way I can have them, if you've got your table like this, and here's the front and here's the back, instead of having the sign like this and either having to be in front of everything blocking it or in back of everything with everything blocking it, I figured I can put it this way, and that way they can just go, where they belong. People can see them from both sides. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, and so I have like for my little section. So like the pet bandana. This is probably backwards. I'm sorry. And then I have it on both sides. So you can see here I messed up. I'm not too worried about it, though. It's not like somebody's going to be like, oh my God. I would hope anyway. And then I have my crochet. And then I have book sleeves and so yeah, both sides. So some of these aren't as obvious which side is. Oh, yeah, here it is. See, I messed up. And a couple of these, I like this one, I was just using a bigger, where'd it go? Whichever one, oh, this one. This one, I was just using a bigger brush, and then I realized that I can use just a tiny brush to like outline it so I can fill it in, like when you color. All right, and then so I have my keychains and wristlets and scrunchies, and for some reason I did them kind of opposite. And I know this is backwards. I don't know how to fix that. I apologize. And then I have my cat toys with the kickers and the pouncers, again on both sides. And then corner bookmarks. And I'm missing something. Oh no, I did my keychains and wristlets with the scrunchies. That's right. And then the corner bookmarks. So these can have all my little sections. And then I hope that we'll see how it looks. But I need to get more ink for my printer and figure out the exact size I need to cut it, so that, because I went to work and used one of they have like you know, the teachers have those, you know, when you were in school, you had the things, and then it had like a knife. You just cut it like that. They have that at work, so I was using that to cut it because I can't cut a straight line with the scissors. No. I have the drawing and cutting skills of an elementary school kid. That's why I use my ruler for when and my rotary cutter, because or draw a line or whatever. So anyway, so that is this week's makes so far. Well, not so far. This probably won't get much done as far as makes yet. I also got a message today. She said, "Hey, I saw you at the farmer's market over the summer, and do you still have this one and this one, or can you make this one and this one?" And I was like, I do not remember that. She probably said, "Can I take a picture of it and then I'll contact you later?" But I don't remember. But I was like, "Hey, okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's super. I think I might have both of those. I only had one of them, but I messaged her. I said, I only have the eagle. I'll put that aside for you, but I also, I don't have that cat anymore. I don't have the color." I said, "But I can get the color probably on Sunday, or if you want a different color, I can get that." So she hasn't responded yet from that, but that's okay. We have time. I was hoping I had both of them so I could just be like, "Hey, we'll be at this place on Saturday, stop by, and then if you can't, we'll do something else." Oh, one more thing, and I thought I brought it over here, but apparently I did not. I had at the last event, I don't know, I did that, I can't see. At the last event, someone had, or maybe it was at the farmer's market, I really don't remember, but someone had requested that, another vendor, I think it was, requested that I make a skunk for them and like a squash frog bookmark thing. So I was not able to do the squash frog bookmark thing, but I was able to make the skunk, and it's really cute, and I thought I brought it over here, but I did not. Which is a shame. So please hold, because I really want to show it to you. All right, I found it. I did bring it over here. It had fallen. It took me forever to find it. I was like, I know I just had it. So anyway, here is the skunk, and it is adorable. I was pretty pleased with myself. I thought of a couple different ways to make it, and I decided on this. So I basically just did I started with the nose. I did kind of like the pig, and then I did the loaf cat. I did a little bit more rounded ears. I don't know what their ears look like. Probably should have paid a little more attention. I could have made the eyes, used a little bit bigger eyes, but this is what it is. And then rather than do messy color changes, I just did like 2 lines of the white here. I did another like, little bitty line just to kind of fill it out so it didn't look so weird. And then I made the tail and so that it's kind of flat. I know they're supposed to be more fluffy, and then I did 2 lines on the tail. Now, what I should have done was sewn the tail on and then done the 2 lines, because this line kind of aligns, but this one does not. I did send her a picture, and she said it was perfect, so I was pretty excited about that. So it is cute, and I probably will make more at some point in time. Hi, Kestrel. How's it going? What you doing? You're in the way. Oh my god. Sorry. Okay, so that's all I have to show you for now, and hopefully I will get some. Tomorrow I set up for the craft fair, and then Saturday is the craft fair, so we will see how that goes. All right, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sassy. Oh, sorry, I forgot I had that on. Anyway, hello. It's been a little over a week since I have recorded. I've been slacking. Been doing other stuff, been busy. I had a moment a couple days where I was just like, why am I bothering to do this? My last couple videos only had like 1 or 2 views. I'm like, should I stop now? Should I just say this isn't working? I don't know. So here's Clariel to comfort me while I record this, and hopefully You can hear me because I usually have this here. Anyway, and I'm also sick now, so that's fantastic. So it's been a week. I wrote down my market recap and then I just didn't record it. So the market that I had last weekend on Saturday, the 8th, today is Sunday the 16th. And I'm finally recording now. Okay, thank you. All right, I didn't realize my hair was such a mess when I started this video. Anyway, also I'm sorry about the last clip. My excuse me, my this thing had died. There we go. Now I don't have to hold it. Okay. So my mic had died, or had started to die. So it was a little, but it was only a minute long or so. So you were gonna get burnt over there, cat. That is, anyway. So the market last weekend went really well. I don't know where the recap is, or I would go over it with you. Now that I finally decided to go ahead and yes, I will continue. I will try it for at least a year. If nothing has improved by March, April, whenever I started last year or this year, then I will call it a day. And if not, well, then things improved, then cool, things improved. Anyway, so the market went really well. It's a little over 200 some dollars, so way better than the last two that I did at that place. It was a pretty good experience, and my next market is tomorrow and the next day, and that is at my work, and hopefully I don't get much sicker than I currently am. I started getting sick yesterday throughout the day. It got apparent that I was sick because at first you're like, is it allergies? I went swimming yesterday morning, so I was like, is it from this chlorine? Because it started in my nose. Usually it starts in my throat. It started in my nose, and so it's like, yeah. But anyway, it became quite apparent throughout the afternoon that I was sick, which was a shame because I was at another craft fair as a customer. Well, I didn't buy anything, but as a visitor to another craft fair event. There was a bunch of other stuff going on there too. So another craft fair event with my friend who took me and my daughter. Like they picked us up and took us, and then throughout, we were there for 2, maybe 3. No, we were there for 3, maybe 4 hours, and I was just like, we were watching the entertainment, and we wanted to stay till the end of the one entertainment because that was one of our friends. My acquaintance, her friend. We wanted to watch them, and so, but I was I am like an hour in after we sat down. I was like, I'm done. I think I should go home and rest. But since I didn't bring my own car, I couldn't do that. So, and then my daughter, who is ridiculously attached to her phone died. And we tried not to make it the end of the world, but it kind of was. So there was that. That was fun. And there was all the people, and she was done too. So I think maybe any other time we should just, if it's not far away, we should just meet. Especially if my daughter's coming along. She just has, and I know it's frustrating for other people because she's very, I don't know, whatever, I don't know what you call it now, but it used to be called high functioning. And so a lot of times you'll see how she acts and just be like, you can handle it, you can handle it. But the truth is that a lot of times she can't handle it. So anyway, that was a little ramble. And then today we were supposed to go to Paws Dogs Gone Wild or something, which is a fun dog show. I really wanted to go, but I don't feel well enough. And plus, I didn't realize this, but my setup for the market tomorrow is from 1 to 4, and the show is going to be at 2, about an hour away. So that would have took all my time. So I didn't realize that until this morning. And honestly, this should be going in the next video, but whatever, I'm talking about now. So anyway, the market that I did on the 8th was wonderful. I took a picture, but I don't know that I took a video. So I will insert that in at the end, which will be now. Bye. Have a great day.